A lot of you will know that we're a little worried about the immigration status here in Turkey. I know online they've said that we're welcome to overstay our visas, but Michelle and I thought we'd head down to an immigration office and see if we can't sort of nail down a definitive answer, whether we can stay here a little bit longer and enjoy Turkey, or whether they want us to sling our hooks as soon as the borders open. So, let's see. Busy out here today. Noisy. I know I always point out these old buildings and I say I love them. I mean, they are virtually derelict, but you can see that people actually live in them as well, which is quite remarkable. So the first thing will be finding this office. We're actually near a big Sheraton hotel here on a big main road. So by the map that I've been sent, it's near this old pink RV. Now I've seen this before because I photographed it. One of the butchers we go to is a little bit down here. So the offices should be up in here somewhere. It's not looking promising. It could be this next road just over as well, though. We'll have a little search around, see what we can find. It's not in here. It's funny because we're in an area now that I often walk around, but I'm told this is one of the most dangerous areas in Istanbul. I like it though. This is where the very tapered end of the food bazaar that we come to. But it's looking unlikely. It's looking unlikely. It's just a lot of commercial buildings. Turk Telecom. This road here, I often walk down. This is where the bazaar normally comes down through here. And actually, the butcher I use is just 100 meters or so down here. Things are opening up. It feels so good that it's coming back to life, hey? So the weekend market, the fresh fruit, vegetable market comes all the way down through this road and all the way down to the big piazza down there. And there's some great stores. So even though the market is here on the weekend, there's also some great stores down here that you can come to during the weekdays. And this is where all the old characters are. So, for example, this one, Alkan here, is a good store. The guys here are very friendly. So I've come right near the immigration office now, but it's not here. And I'm talking with a couple of gentlemen. I think it's going to be in a completely different area. So this guy, we've been talking with him, and he's told us where the office is. So it's not near here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye.
And like I say, it's a great shop as well. I've often come down here. It's quite away from our apartments, but I like this area. A friend of mine won't come down here. He says it's too dangerous. You know, it is what it is. Proper people, real Istanbul, and it's the sort of places I like. I'm just saying to Michelle that I'd rather walk down this street than Istiklal Street. And tell me in the comments if you feel what I'm saying. I just think, look at this street here. There's that old Dodge van, that old Dodge pickup that's parked normally up near my main street. And this is where everything sort of excites my eyes. I just love it. Whereas Istiklal Street, yeah, it's full of tourists. It's very pretty. It's super safe. But this is what I like. This is what you're going to see if you follow me on this channel. Look at this place here. Old places. Proper old style buildings. Look at the buildings here, man. You've got a mixture of beautiful, ramshackled. Who's got a kitten? and have a little look. Ah, beautiful. Hello, sweetheart. It's yours? Guy's got a little kitten there. You've seen before chaps that get the recycling rubbish. A lot of them end up down here. There's a depot down here where they can drop off all the recycling goods. And here's another car that I photographed a few times. Any of you that know, you particularly you Americans, what is this? Well, I know it's a Chevrolet, but is it a genuine Chevy? I think so. I think it probably is. Or have they just... And all these vehicles still run, by the way. They're not just sort of broken down on the road and left. You see them going up and down the streets. What Chevy is that? I know the Americans that watch this will be able to tell me without a shadow of a doubt. So we've struck out. There isn't an immigration office too close to us. The next one, I got a feeling I've seen it before. I don't think, again, it's for tourists like us. I think it's more to do with sort of migrant workers. In which case, I might do what another friend said, is look online and see what options we have. We tend to roll a little bit like water. If it's too difficult, we won't stay. But we'll put some effort into it. While we're out though, Michelle, we might as well go to where he said.
Yeah, I think it's just up here, look, it's up to the main road.
Well, you can go that way,
okay,
but it might be quicker
to go that way?
To go this way, because this comes out at the road he's talking about.
Okay.
Hello. But it's quite a steep hill.
It's steep both ways. Look at the bread.
I've never understood why this bread is here. So there's bread in sacks hanging, and bread in the windows here. I'm not sure what that's about. It's always there. We came down here once and there was a big hoo-ha going on, for want of another word, down at the shop down there. Wow, look at this cat here.
Oh wow, you're beautiful.
This looks like a British short hair cat. This is not a normal Istanbul cat. This is something a little more unique. You are beautiful. That's the sort of cat I really love. They look like what's called a British short-haired cat, and if you get the ginger version of that, it looks like Garfield.
It's a Garfield in grey.
So it's a Garfield cat.
Wow, it's a bit steep, this one.
It is steep, but we're getting close. So we go up here, we turn right here, and there are two greengrocers on the corner, which I've filmed before. I'm just up here, and this is the main road where he says he thinks there is an immigration office. We will see. From my experience before, I don't think this place is for tourist immigration. So some more good greengrocer stores here. This old building. Wow. So the building he's indicating to me is this white building up here with the it's usually got armed guards outside. People sat having tea. There's a shop, supermarket. Now this place, there's always a big police presence outside this place. It's quite intimidating. They've always got big sort of machine guns. So it says
that's what he said.
M&A. So this could be it.
cats.
We can ask. We can ask one of the policemen. So no, in simple, this is not it. I've just had a little chat with one of the armed police officers here.
Who very nicely lit up his cigarette as we were stood there.
Lit up his cigarette. Yeah, I didn't notice that. I did smell it, but yeah, no, he. But at least he showed me on Google Maps. It's not near here. It's quite some distance away. So we'll try with Plan B and look online. Nice to see things opening up, though.
It is. It is.
It's easier on the way down, isn't it, Michelle? Wonder where that lovely cat's gone. If there was a cat like that near our apartment, I'd really gravitate towards it. Oh, we got lovely cats near us, but didn't that thing have a real character face? Now, if we go down this hill, it's really steep, but if we sort of dogleg in here, it's a little shallower. So down this street. And actually, this is where I saw my cat, wasn't it? There she is. He is. I'm not sure if it's a she or a he. I don't want to misgender it and get into trouble. Have my Twitter account closed down. Have I got a Twitter account?
You have got a Twitter account.
I don't want to have my Twitter account closed down then. Hello. It's like watching Garfield in black and white. So we've had a look online. We've done some inquiries with people. It does seem as if getting a residency visa here is doable, but it's a faffy process. There's a lot of documentation that needs doing. Unless the Turkish government make a nice, simple way of us just staying for an extra few months, it looks to me like we're going to have to plan on getting out of here as soon as the borders are open. So getting towards the end of the day, that's where we're at the moment. Whether or not we stay will be down to still pending to whether or not we find out any more information. Anyway, if you hear anything at all, let us know in the comments. I think there's fish being thrown out somewhere, because there's a lot of gulls around. Fish, you can smell it.
You can smell it, although it's got a look. Oh no, it's just got a piece of paper, I think.
Yeah.